Hey everyone, it's Ryan. Today we're going to be doing my official 2021 Stash Invest app review and just overall breakdown. I'm going to break down this app. I'm going to tell you all of the pros, all of the cons, what I like, why you should invest there or why shouldn't you invest there, and just give you a full understanding of Stash app. So for anyone who doesn't know, Stash is a fractional share investing app with a bunch of different features. They also offer other financial services such as banking. You can get a debit card, and they also have other features. But the main core of Stash is pretty much an investing app, and you can invest as little as $1 at a time to buy fractional shares, and that's pretty much what they're known for. They offer personal accounts, retirement accounts, custodial accounts. Those are the main three. And so let's get right into this. So I have a personal account with them. I also have a retirement account with them. And right off the bat, I'll say one of the things that I definitely like is the ability to buy fractional shares, uh, with as little as $1. A lot of apps are already offering this, so it definitely isn't something that like sets them above and beyond everyone else. But just the overall feeling of using the app, it's got a very friendly interface for beginners, compared to a lot of other apps where it's kind of a lot of numbers and technicals and stuff like that. This is a very beginner friendly app. You can invest during 4 periods of the day. You can invest right around the market open. You can invest around 2 hours into open, then right after lunch, and the last buying period of the day is right at close. So this is kind of a con, I'll say, because if you're trading or if you're really micro focused on analyzing when you're going to enter your trade or your investment, it's best to be able to buy during any period of the day, obviously, instead of just being able to buy right at market open or right before market close or somewhere in the middle of the day. So I will say that is one of the biggest cons of Stash, or the biggest negatives, is that you can only buy during certain periods of the day. They offer numerous stocks. They have ETFs, they have stocks, they have the full scope of pretty much anything that's a quality stock that you're going to want to invest in, they will offer. Let's quickly get to the banking. So, the banking, they offer a debit card, very similar to any other debit card with any other bank. It's got all of the same features. You can transfer your funds, you can set goals. The one cool thing about this, I'll say, is that you can, every time you use your debit card, you'll get a fraction of stock back, and you'll get it at where you spent the money. So if you spent $100 at Walmart, you'll get a small percentage of that back in free stock. So you'll get a little bit of Walmart stock, or you'll get a little bit of BP stock if you go to the gas station, or McDonald's stock. So that is pretty cool. But I will say the rewards are really low. You can get credit card rewards for between 1 and 5%. I would say about 2% cash back. I think the amount of stock back that you're getting with this debit card is less than 1%, except for in certain situations. They will offer a bonus once a week, or they'll change it every month, where 1 month it might be McDonald's, where if you use your card at McDonald's, you might get 5% back, or at Walmart, you might get a few percent back. So that is kind of cool and something to keep in mind. So let's get into the costs of Stash. So this is another negative of Stash, is that it is a subscription service. So in order to use Stash, you have to sign up for one of their billing plans. So they have one plan which is $3 monthly. This comes with a bank account, your investment account, and also a Roth retirement account. They also have a $1 plan, which comes with just a personal account. It doesn't come with the retirement account. They also have one last plan, which is the most expensive plan, and I think this costs about $5 a month. And this is the one that includes the custodial accounts if you want to set up an account for your children or somebody else. So those are the accounts they have. But on that same note, I will say you can have Stash pay for itself, and you can actually have it not only pay for itself, but you can make money from using Stash, and I'll tell you how. So Stash offers something called a stock party. So what a stock party is usually between once or twice a week. They will send a text message or an email if you set up your notifications that there's a stock party going on at today at 5 p.m. or next week at 1 p.m. Whatever time and date they tell, there's a party going on. You can log on to party.stash.com during that time. It's a 1 hour period, and pretty much you press a button pretty much saying claim free stock, and you will get a piece, a fractional share of whatever free stock they have going on that day. So just given this example here, 2 days ago they had a stock party for Sonos. That was the stock of the day. Pretty much you log on to party.stash.com, you click on the button, and you get a free 33 cents from Stash that goes right into your account. So like I said, this happens between once and twice per week. Sometimes they'll have additional bonuses, like on the Super Bowl, they had a big bonus that was, I think it was like $1 or $2. But so you can see how this can add up and pay for itself. So my monthly cost from Stash is $3, and you'll see right here we got 33 cents. Here's our $3 monthly service. Then 3 days before that, we got another credit for a Facebook stock. So there's 60 cents already. And then, you just add it up. Nike on the 13th, there's another 32 cents. So you already have $1 out of your three in stock back. So at the end of the day, if you attend these stock parties, chances are you will be paying between $1 and possibly even making $1 per month. So the cost really is kind of negligible when it comes down to it. Even if you don't attend the party, it's only $3 per month, and it's really not a big deal. So those are the main features of Stash. It definitely isn't it's not like an extensive app like Thinkorswim where you're setting up technical indicators, you're setting up charts and patterns. This is more for a beginner who just wants to invest and grow their money, which is really the smart thing to do. If you are any person in the world can build wealth just by investing and using compound interest. You don't need to be a trader or an analyst or anything fancy. You can work your job, you can set up your auto transfers, and you can build wealth. And while I'm on that note, I'll talk about another feature they have is called Auto Stash. So with Auto Stash, you can pretty much set a schedule to automatically invest however much money you want into any stock that you choose or into your cash balance, however often you'd like. So for example, you can every week you can choose to invest $100 every Friday when you get paid, and that's a good way to build wealth. It's a good way to dollar cost average. It's just a really smart thing to do, and I would say that if you aren't already investing and building generational wealth for your family, to start to invest, even if it's not through Stash. And the way to do that typically is to dollar cost average, which means every week or every 2 weeks on a set schedule, you religiously deposit money and invest into that account. You do this every single period. You don't miss any. You don't have to do any extra. And over time, it grows, and you will see some amazing results from compound interest. The last thing that I want to cover is they have something called roundups. This is similar to what Acorns has, where every time you use your debit card, they round up the funds. So if you use $1.50 to buy a hamburger, it rounds it up to $2, and you get the 50-cent difference deposited into your account as an investment. You can invest it into a certain stock or ETF, and this is also a great way to passively invest. You don't really notice the difference since it's only change, but depending on how often you use your card, it can definitely add up very quickly, and it's something that you don't really notice. So using Stash, I have managed to get some very nice returns on my personal portfolio. I've recently cashed it out, but I had about a 50% return on the personal portfolio. On the retirement portfolio, this is where I do most of my investing, and I do a little bit of trading in there as well. We've been averaging over a 20% return per year. I've been using Stash now for about 2 years, and it's definitely not my favorite app, but I haven't pulled my money out yet, and that says something right there that I pretty much have every investing platform and app there is out there, and I choose to keep some of my money in Stash, and that is because the stock parties, which I think are cool. It's a good way to limit your trading. So I have multiple trading accounts, and since you can only do trading during certain periods of the day, this allows me to reduce my trading so I don't overtrade and kind of make sure that I'm entering good positions that I intend to buy and hold and properly invest. So that's really the main reason, is that it just kind of holds my money nice and safe invested, and I'm not overtrading it, and it's just a good place to grow my wealth over time. So that's the 2021 Stash app review. I think we covered most of the main features. Overall, I would give the app about a 7 out of 10. It's definitely not the best app out there. It's not the worst app out there. It's very friendly to beginners. I like the way the company operates. They are an small people. They're for the people. This isn't a big corporation that's trying to get rich and pulling all these shady things, kind of like Robinhood. This is an app that's for the people, and that's why they're doing the things such as stock parties. And you can just tell this company is for the little guy, which is something that has kept me with them. So, as always, guys, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel already if you haven't already. Drop a comment. Let me know if you're using Stash. Otherwise, what broker you're using and why you are or aren't using Stash. Check the description for a referral link to Stash where you can earn up to $50 for free. And stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching.